The sun burned like a white-hot knife across the endless wasteland. Dust swirled in thick clouds, hiding sharp rocks and broken metal that jutted from the ground like the bones of dead machines. Jae-won Park walked carefully, his boots making soft crunching sounds with each step. His pack was heavy. Inside, he carried supplies that meant survival. Water filters, energy bars, a medical kit, and tools he had fixed and repaired himself. Survival was an art in this world, and Jae-won was a master artist. The radiation scanner on his wrist blinked yellow. Not dangerous yet, but close. He needed to find shelter soon. The wasteland was not a place to take risks. One mistake could mean death. Something caught his eye. A shape. Not a rock. Not a piece of broken equipment. Something different. Jae-won stopped walking. His hand moved slowly to the small gun at his side. In the wasteland, moving things were usually not good things. But this was not moving. Not anymore. He took 3 careful steps forward. The dust started to clear, pushed away by a hot wind that made his protective gear feel tight and uncomfortable. It was a body. An alien body. Jae-won had seen aliens before. Not many, but enough to know this was different. The skin was pale blue, almost silver in the harsh sunlight. The body was slim, dressed in a torn outfit that once looked like some kind of official uniform. Tubes and strange devices hung from a belt around her waist. She was not human. Definitely not human. And she was not dead. Not yet. Her chest moved slightly. Barely. Just enough to show she was still alive. Her breath came in short, quick sounds that seemed wrong and painful. Jae-won knew he had choices. In the wasteland, choices could be simple or complex. Simple choices kept you alive. Complex choices could get you killed. The simple choice: walk away, ignore her, protect himself. The complex choice: help her, risk everything. He watched her for 5 full minutes. His scanner continued to blink. Yellow, getting closer to orange. Radiation levels were rising. The alien's eyes were closed. Her blue-silver skin had cuts and burns. Something had happened to her. Something bad. Jae-won thought about the stories he had heard. About alien civilizations. About wars. About how some aliens had treated humans in the past. They had not been kind. But this was not those times. This was now. He took another step forward. Then another. The alien's eyes suddenly opened. They were large, bright green, full of pain and something else. Fear, surprise. For a moment, they just looked at each other. Human and alien. Stranger and stranger. Then Jae-won made his choice. "I'm going to help you," he said quietly. His voice was calm, strong. "But you need to stay very still." The alien tried to speak. No sound came out, just a small, painful breath. Jae-won knelt down. His medical kit was already open. His hands were steady. The wasteland watched. The dust continued to swirl, and everything was about to change. The underground shelter was small, very small, but in the wasteland, small meant safe. Jae-won carefully placed the alien on a metal bed. The bed had thick padding. It was clean. He had made it himself from parts he found during his travels. Everything in his shelter had a story. Everything had been fixed or changed. The alien woman's breathing was still wrong. Short, painful. Her blue-silver skin looked gray now. Not a good sign. Jae-won opened his medical kit. His hands moved quickly. These hands had saved lives before. Not many, but some. In the wasteland, every life counted. First, he checked her injuries. A long cut ran across her left arm. Burns marked her neck and face. Radiation damage, he guessed. The strange devices on her belt looked broken. Damage. Whatever happened to her must have been bad. He cleaned the wounds carefully, used special healing gel from his kit. The gel was expensive, hard to find, but he always carried it, just in case. The alien's eyes flickered. Open, then closed. Open again. Green eyes, bright, watching him. "Stay still," J1 said. His voice was calm. "You're hurt." She tried to speak. No words came out. Just a soft sound, like a whisper trying to become a word. J1 checked his radiation scanner. The numbers were not good. They told a story of danger. They told a story of risk. He had brought an alien into his shelter, his safe place, his home. Why? He asked himself this question. The Wasteland had taught him to be careful, to think about survival. Helping strangers was not usually part of survival. But something was different about this alien. Hours passed. The alien slept. Or maybe she was unconscious. J1 wasn't sure. He washed her, checked her injuries, changed the healing gel. Her uniform was strange. Torn but important. Official looking. Not like clothes. More like a work uniform. Something important. He found a small device in her pocket. A communication device. Maybe. It was broken. Smashed. But J1 knew about technology. He could fix things. Outside, the wasteland wind howled. Hot. Dry. Dangerous. Inside the shelter, it was quiet. Just the sound of breathing. His breathing. Her breathing. Suddenly, the alien moved. Her hand reached out. Slow. Weak. Her fingers touched a piece of broken equipment near her bed. J1 watched. Waited. Her green eyes were awake now. Full of pain. Full of something else. Fear. Confusion. "Who are you?" she whispered. Her voice was rough, like something broken trying to work again. J1 answered simply. "I'm J1. I found you in the wasteland. You were hurt." The alien looked around. Confused. Scared. "Where am I?" she asked. "Safe," J1 said. "You're safe now." But in the wasteland, safe was always a dangerous word. The story was just beginning. The alien woman's name was Aria. She told J1 this slowly. Each word was hard for her, like lifting a heavy weight. "Water," she said first, not a question. A request. J1 handed her a clean cup. The water was filtered. Pure, precious in the wasteland. She drank slowly. Some spilled on her torn uniform. Her green eyes studied the shelter. Everything was metal. Everything was fixed. Repaired. Nothing was new. Everything had a story. "You saved me," Aria said. It was not a thank you. More like a fact. J1 nodded. He did not smile. Smiling was not something people did much in the wasteland. "Why?" she asked. Her voice was getting stronger. A good question. Why did he save her? In the wasteland, helping strangers was dangerous, especially alien strangers. "You would have died," J1 said simply. Aria looked at her injured arm. The healing gel had changed her blue-silver skin, made it look different, strange. "My mission," she said suddenly. "I must complete my mission." J1 raised an eyebrow. Missions in the wasteland usually meant trouble. "What mission?" he asked. Aria went quiet. Her green eyes looked away. Something was hidden. Something important. Outside, the wind howled. Hot. Dry. The wasteland was always angry. J1 checked his radiation scanner. Numbers were still bad. They told a story of danger. "You cannot go outside," he said. "Not yet." Aria looked angry. Aliens did not like being told what to do. Humans knew this. The old stories told them this. But this was a new time. A different world. Hours passed. J1 worked. Fixed small machines. Checked supplies. Aria watched. She was getting stronger. He brought her food. Simple food. Nutrition bars. Water. Things that survived in the wasteland. "My people," Aria said suddenly. "They will be looking for me." J1 said nothing. Waiting. "They will not be happy," she continued. I took something. Something important. A secret, hidden between her words. J1 knew secrets in the Wasteland could kill you, or save you. What did you take, he asked. Arya touched a small device on her belt. Broken, but important. Information, she said. Information that could change everything. The shelter got quiet. Just the sound of breathing. His breathing. Her breathing. The Wasteland waited outside. Watching. Listening. Danger was coming. They both knew this. But for now, they were safe. Together. An impossible thing in an impossible world. The story was moving forward. Slowly. Carefully. Like a dangerous dance. The first warning came at night. A sound. Not from outside. Not from the Wasteland. A different sound. J1's hand moved to his weapon before he was fully awake. In the Wasteland, sounds meant danger. Arya was already moving. Her alien body was healing fast. Too fast. They're coming, she whispered. The communication device she thought was broken suddenly blinked. Red light. Danger light. J1 grabbed the device. His fingers moved quickly. He knew technology. He knew how to listen. How to understand. Alien language. Strange sounds, but he could hear something important. Pursuit team, Arya said. Her voice was hard. Scared. They want the information I took. J1 looked at her. Really looked at her. What information? He asked. Arya touched her belt, where the broken device hung. My people, she said, they do terrible things. To other species. To their own people. The shelter felt smaller. Tighter. Danger was coming closer. Outside, a sound. Metal against rock. Something moving. Something hunting. J1 moved quickly. Years in the Wasteland had taught him how to survive. How to hide. How to fight. He had special equipment. Things he had fixed. Things he had made. We need to hide, he said. Not a question. A fact. Arya nodded. She understood survival. Her green eyes were bright. Alive. J1 pulled a metal panel. Hidden in the wall. A secret space. Small. Tight. Safe. Get inside, he told her. But Arya shook her head. No. We fight together. Strange words. In the Wasteland, nobody fought together. Everybody survived alone. The hunting sound got closer. Mechanical. Alien. J1 checked his weapons. An old gun. Modified. Fixed. Powerful. Arya pulled a small device from her belt. Looked like a broken communication tool. But J1 saw something different. Weapon, he asked. She nodded. If they find me, everything changes. The first explosion hit outside. The shelter shook. Dust fell from the ceiling. Old metal creaked. Tell me, J1 said, what are they hunting? Arya held up the small device. Inside, something glowed. Small, bright, important. The truth, she said. Another explosion. Closer this time. The Wasteland was about to become a battlefield. A human. An alien. Strangers. Now fighting together. The story was changing. Everything was about to change. Survival was no longer just about one person. It was about something bigger. Much bigger. The first hunter arrived through the wall. Not a door. Not an entrance. Through solid metal. Like it was paper. J1 saw the creature. Tall. Metal and flesh mixed together. A machine that was also alive. Hunting machine. Arya moved first. Her small device became a weapon. Blue light shot out. Sharp. Fast. The hunting machine stopped. But only for a moment. They want the data chip, Arya shouted. Her voice was different now. Strong. No more weakness. J1's gun was ready. Modified. Special. He had spent years making it perfect. One shot. Bright energy blast. The hunting machine fell back. Smoke came from its broken parts, but more were coming. The wall continued to break, metal screaming, dust everywhere. How many? J1 asked. Aria's eyes scanned quickly. 3, maybe 4. The shelter was small, no place to run. A fight was coming. J1 pulled a metal box from under his bed. Old equipment, things he had saved, fixed, prepared. Stay behind me, he said. Aria laughed, a short sound. Not happy. No, we fight together. Another hunter broke through. This one was different. Bigger, more metal, less living flesh. Aria's weapon fired again. Blue light cut through metal and skin. J1's gun made a different sound. Loud, powerful. The shelter shook. Dust fell from the ceiling. Old metal pipes broke. Outside, the Wasteland watched. Silent, waiting. One hunting machine fell. Then another. But more were coming. The data chip, Aria said. They cannot get it. J1 looked at her, really looked. What is so important? He asked. Aria's hand touched the small chip. Glowing. Bright. Proof, she said. Proof of what my people do. To others. To themselves. Another explosion. Closer now. The last hunting machine broke through the wall. Huge. Terrible. J1 and Aria stood back to back. A human. An alien. Strangers. Now something more. The machine raised its weapon. They were ready. The Wasteland held its breath. Everything was about to change. Silence came after the fight. Dust settled. Broken metal everywhere. The shelter looked like a battlefield. J1 checked his wounds. Small cuts. Nothing serious. The Wasteland had taught him how to survive. Aria sat on a broken chair. Her alien skin showed marks from the battle. But she was alive. They will send more, she said. J1 nodded. He knew how hunters worked. They never stopped. Tell me everything, he said. Aria looked at the small data chip. It glowed softly. Important. Dangerous. My people, she began. They control everything. Every planet. Every species they find. Her green eyes looked far away, remembering something bad. I was a diplomat. Aria continued. I saw things. Terrible things. J1 listened. In the Wasteland, information was more valuable than water, more valuable than weapons. What kind of things? He asked. Aria's hand touched the data chip. Her fingers moved slowly. Entire civilizations destroyed, she said. Planets taken, people made into slaves. My people think they are better than everyone else. The shelter felt cold, even with the Wasteland's heat outside. This chip, she said, it has proof. Records. Documents. Everything. J1 understood something important. This was bigger than survival. Bigger than one person. Outside, the wind howled. The Wasteland was always listening. They will hunt us, Aria said. Forever. J1 checked his equipment. Weapons. Supplies. Communication devices he had fixed. Not forever, he said. Aria looked at him. Surprise in her green eyes. You will help me? She asked. A simple question, but not a simple answer. In the Wasteland, helping others meant risking everything. J1 thought about his life. Alone, always surviving. Now something was different. Yes, he said. The data chip continued to glow. Soft, bright, dangerous. Aria pulled out a small map. Alien technology. Different from human maps. We need to get to a communication center, she said. Somewhere to broadcast the truth. J1 knew the Wasteland. Every rock. Every hidden path. I know a place, he said. Outside, something moved. Metal against rock. A sound of hunting. They were not safe. Not yet. But they were together. A human. An alien. Strangers. Now something more. The story was moving forward. The Wasteland watched and waited. The broken vehicle sat in a hidden valley, half buried in sand, half hidden by rocks. J1's hands moved quickly. Tools everywhere. Parts spread out like a puzzle. Arya watched. Her green eyes studied every move. "Can you fix it?" she asked. J1 did not look up. "Everything can be fixed," he said. The vehicle was alien. Strange metal. Complex systems. But J1 knew machines. He knew how things worked. Hours passed. The wasteland sun burned hot. No shade. No mercy. Arya kept watch. Her alien weapon ready. Always ready. More hunting machines could come. They both knew this. "Tell me about your world," J1 said suddenly. Arya was quiet for a moment. Then she spoke. "Cold," she said. "Gray cities. No color. No freedom." Another piece of metal moved. J1's hands never stopped working. The vehicle slowly came back to life. Piece by piece. Part by part. Arya's communication device blinked. A warning. "Hunters are close," she said. J1 did not stop working. One more wire. One more connection. The vehicle made a sound. Not dead. Not alive. Something between. "Ready?" J1 said. Arya looked surprised. Humans were not supposed to be this good with alien technology. But the Wasteland taught different lessons. "We have one chance," she said. J1 nodded. No extra words needed. The vehicle lifted slightly. Dust everywhere. Old metal groaning. Something moved in the distance. Metal against rock. Hunting sounds. "Go," J1 said. Arya's hands moved on the alien controls. Strange symbols. Complicated language. The vehicle hummed. Power building. One hunting machine appeared on the hill. Then another. J1's gun was ready. Modified. Perfect. "Broadcast the data," he said to Arya. "No matter what happens." Her green eyes looked at him. Something changed between them. Not friends. Not yet. But something more than strangers. The first hunter fired. J1 fired back. The vehicle's engines roared. The wasteland held its breath. Everything was about to change. Survival was no longer about one person. It was about something bigger. Much bigger. The space station looked broken. Old. Forgotten. But J1 knew better. Nothing was ever truly dead in space. Arya's hands moved on the alien control panel. The vehicle docked slowly. Carefully. "This is the place," she said. Her voice was different now. Not scared. Determined. J1 checked his weapons. Always checking. Always ready. The station was silent. No sounds. No movement. But something was waiting. They walked together. A human. An alien. Strange partners. The main communication room was huge. Broken screens everywhere. Old technology. Arya's data chip glowed. Soft. Bright. Dangerous. "We can broadcast from here," she said. A sound. Small. But important. J1's hand went to his weapon. Someone was watching. A figure stepped from the shadows. Alien. Tall. Official looking. "Arya," the alien said. "You cannot do this." Her green eyes went hard. No fear now. "I can," she said. "I will." J1 moved closer, protecting her. The alien looked at him. Surprise in its eyes. "A human," the alien said, like the word was dirty. J1 said nothing. Some messages are better without words. "The data will destroy everything," the alien continued. "Our system. Our power." Arya's hand touched the data chip. "That is the point," she said. The station felt smaller. Tension everywhere. A choice was coming. A big choice. Broadcast the truth, or stay silent. Fight, or give up. The wasteland had taught J1 one thing. Always fight. Never give up. The alien took a step forward. J1's weapon was ready. Aria's hands moved on the communication panel. The data chip glowed brighter. Everything was about to change. The universe held its breath, waiting. The broadcast began. Screens flickered. Old technology came alive. Information spread across space. Aria's data chip told everything. All the secrets, all the truth. The alien official moved first. A weapon appeared. J1 was faster. One shot. Bright. Clean. The official fell. "It's done," Aria said. Screens showed everything. Alien worlds. Alien crimes. The truth no one wanted to see. J1 looked at Aria. Something had changed between them. Not just survivors. Not just strangers. Something more. Alarms began to sound. Distant. Getting closer. "More will come," J1 said. Aria nodded. No fear in her green eyes. "We keep moving," she said. The space station shook. Something was coming. Hunting machines. Official ships. Danger. J1 checked their stolen vehicle. Ready. Waiting. "Where do we go?" he asked. Aria's hand touched the empty data chip. Its job was done. "Everywhere," she said. "We show the truth." The first explosion hit the station. They moved quickly. No time to wait. No time to look back. The vehicle powered up. Alien technology. Fixed by human hands. Outside, space waited. Dark. Endless. Full of secrets. Full of possibilities. J1 looked at Aria. She looked at him. No words needed. They understood each other now. A human. An alien. Survivors. Truth-tellers. The universe was big, dangerous. But they were not alone anymore. The broadcast continued, spreading truth across millions of worlds. Everything was changing. And it was just the beginning.